Hey guys, welcome back to Deves TCG. I'm Devin, and today we're going to be taking a look at a nice little budget deck for you. This is Sandaconda Basculegion. It is super fun. You're focusing on the Sandaconda with its big sand cannon attack, allowing you to do up to 360 damage for 1 energy. And Hisuian Basculegion is an excellent Pokemon to clean up, using its upstream spirits to shuffle all that energy back in, and then you're doing 20 for each. So we'll head over to the deck overview now. You'll see exactly how it works. Yeah, see you there. Alright guys, welcome to the deck overview section. As mentioned earlier, this is Hisuian Basculegion and Sandaconda. Sandaconda here is our main attacker with Big Sand Cannon. You discard the top 6 cards of your deck, and it does 60 damage for each fighting energy card you discarded this way. So, in theory, you can cap out at like 360 damage, which is like knocking out everything in the format. Our cleanup Pokemon here is Hisuian Basculegion with Upstream Spirits. So all those energy that you just discarded, you can use Upstream Spirits to get them back in, and it does 20 for each, so it's good for cleaning up. Radiant Greninja allows us to discard a card and draw 2. It's played in a ton of decks, and it's great in this one because you can get more fighting energy in the discard and more draw. We play 1 Manaphy, just covering bench, and then 1 Lumineon. This is actually rather useful because you can use Luminous Sign to grab an Irida, for instance, and on your first turn you can get a Battle VIP Pass and just set up your bench. We play 4 Ultra Ball here, so Standard Ball Search, 2 Judge, and 2 Research are our draw supporters. Judge is good for Disruption, and Research just to get a ton of cards. Play 2 Arezu, so you can search your deck for 3 evolution Pokemon and don't have a rule box and put them into your hand. So basically this entire deck. And then 1 Klara just for putting energy and Pokemon back into your hand. Just Pokemon retrieval, basically. And we play 25 Fighting because it's all you really need. You're just going to be taking knockouts with Sandaconda most of the time. So 25 energy will cover that attack for pretty much the whole time. So yeah, we'll go over to the games now. You can see how this deck works, and then yeah, it's pretty fun. Alright, so we're going into our first game here with Sandaconda, going up against Tuvbe. So hopefully we get some good starts. This deck I think can go either first or second. Basically, as long as we can get a Sandaconda by turn 2, it's usually fine. So let's see what we get here. I think we will go first. Ideally, the faster we set up the Sandaconda, the better, so. Let's see here. This would have been better in a go second scenario, but it's not like you really know. Gather the Crew is a really useful attack. You just search your deck for up to 2 basics and put them onto your bench. So if you're going second, this is probably an ideal start. So, we'll discard. Put a boss for now. Ideally, we would probably have a better setup than this. We'll just attach there, and I think we will pass. So let's see. Obviously, it's a Mew deck, Mew Genesect. So, see what they get out of this. Not much happening currently. Alright, Battle VIP Pass. Ideally, you get one of those in your starting hand, and then you're good. So 2 Mew, Crown Zenith art also. I like this art a lot, actually. I think it's pretty neat. I know a lot of people don't really like the 3D, like the CG Pokemon cards, but I actually, you know, I don't mind a lot of them. I think obviously I'd prefer like a hand-drawn one, but this might be the Fusion Mew. It just recently won a Regionals, Hartford Regionals. Well, that is just unfortunate. They only do 70, so if they choose to attack with this, we'll still live by 10. And we might be able to just take a knockout if we're lucky, so ideally. Okay, nice. So we're still living by 10. Next turn we will Judge, And then hopefully we can get another Silicobra on the bench. Call it a day. So there's our Sandaconda. And we will just go right into a Judge. I don't think that's necessarily the best choice I could have done, just because it seemed like they were kind of stalling a bit, but actually that's kind of tough. We only play one Klara, so... I do really want another Silicobra, though, and then we can research next turn. We still have 2 Sandaconda in the deck. So hopefully that will suffice us. And then we'll Big Sand Cannon, so I think we need 3 or 4. Just short. The resistance to fighting is not great. Ideal. They're gonna cram, get rid of a power tablet. Fail that cram, so that's good for us. Let's see. Another Genesect. And then they're gonna take a knockout on us. We might still be able to come back from this. Guess we'll see. It's fine. They Psychic Leap back into the deck, so it's no longer an option for us, but if we're lucky, we might be able to take a prize on this Mew, or 2 prizes, and then they'll have no setup. Obviously going right into that research. There's that. Attach there. And an Ultra Ball. I want to see how many fighting energy we got in our discard here. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 140. I just wonder if it would be worth going for the Basculegion. I think I'm gonna. And then hopefully we can just get a couple more energy in the discard right away. So we're gonna Sand Cannon, or sorry, Big Sand Cannon. Just short again, of course. So they're gonna Ultra Ball. Probably grab another Genesect. Almost like Greninja. I'll probably grab another, oh, just for the Mew. Probably trying to stay in for a bit longer. Although they might have just taken themselves out with that one, to be honest. Our Pokemon situation is not looking good. So they're gonna do that. Irida, kinda alright, actually. I think. Not as alright as I would have liked. That's alright. I think I'll attach here. I'm just gonna Upstream Spirits in the next turn. Upstream Spirits will take a knockout. Hopefully we get something good off our prizes. If not, next turn we can gather the crew. So do that. We're now ahead in the prize trade here. Those are good prizes. Those are really good prizes. I noticed our Greninja was gone pretty early in there. They're not going to be able to attack this turn, but for a Seal Stone, so that's pretty good for them. Let's see what they grab. Problem is that neither of us are in an attacking position, so he has enough time to probably get a Mew out. Deoxys, hey. Pretty good. How many fusion energy are in his discard? 2. Not the best, but meh. Let's see. As if he can... I guess that's all he's doing. It's fine by me. Play down the Greninja. Not what I meant to do, but it's fine. It's actually probably more than fine, all things considered, because now I can just retreat if need be. It's really why you attach Unfighting to anything other than a Sandaconda. I think we'll be fine. I'm just going to research. There's a nice Silicobra, and next turn we should be alright as well. So we'll just gather the crew, and then I guess that's all we're going to get out of that. Getting rid of that Klara early, I knew it was going to be a problem, but hopefully we can come back a little bit. There's still a Silicobra in our prizes too, so as long as we can get it out of there, it should be fine. Not much happening on their side, though. Another Genesect. So they can Fusion Strike System for 1 currently. 2 now. How many Mew? Only knocked out the 1 Mew. Fusion Strike System for 3. They still got like half their deck left and nothing's happening, so I don't know. I'm expecting a comeback at some point here. There's the double turbo energy. Fusion Strike System for 1 now. Path does nothing for us at this point. Nothing against us, at least. And then they're just gonna pass. So we're gonna conceal... Oh, right, no. Path does do stuff to us. That's alright. I think it'll be fine. Touch the Silicobra. Arezu. For our last Sandaconda here. Evolve. Yeah, we'll just evolve there as well. Might as well. Retreat into Sandaconda. And then we will Big Sand Cannon and hope we get like 3. Oh my god. It's fine by me. So basically we just need to not have this Sandaconda get knocked out next turn. And they can't even Fusion Strike System or anything. Unless they have an escape rope. They're pretty much stuck there. How much are we doing? 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 140, 160, 180. So we could actually just Basculegion if I'm not mistaken. I could if I could retreat, but that's alright. We're just gonna Big Sand Cannon and hope for the best. At least they're not resistant. That's it. That's it. This deck comes back from some tough situations. Alright. Fine by me. There's a last Silicobra. Kinda hanging on there, but, I mean... it works, so... can't be mad about that. Anyways. See you in the next game. Alright, I'm going into game 2 now. You saw the first game. If it can beat Mew, I mean... see what we're going up against this time. I don't know how to pronounce that name. I was gonna try, but I don't know. They chose heads. See what we get. Like I said earlier, I think this deck could go first or second. If you end up going second, I think generally I would probably go first, just because you can attack sooner. But I mean, if you go second and you start with a wow, that is a mulligan. Thank God. It was bad. Okay, so this is a bit better. We're going first. I'm gonna put up the Manaphy, just because I don't want this Silicobra to go down like instantly. Lumineon start for them. Gonna attach there, and then we're just gonna pass and see what they are actually running here. Probably Palkia? Maybe not Palkia? Lost Box? Let's see. Some form of Lost. There's the Cram. Not my favorite. It's just Lost Box. So we're gonna Ultra Ball. Probably for Comfy. Maybe. Yep. So there's their Comfy. Not my favorite thing I've ever seen. Probably my least favorite thing, actually, I've ever seen. I feel like Lost Box kind of denies decks like this, or not. So there's our Sandaconda. Gonna play down the Lumineon. Do that. We got in our hand here. 4 fighting energy, hey? I kind of want to go for the Judge. I was thinking Irida, but I think a Judge might just be a better option right now. Yeah, I think that was the call. So we're gonna conceal cards. There's that. I'm gonna get out another Silicobra. Just because I have a hunch that this one's not gonna last super long. There's that. And we'll just big sand cannon. Good enough for me. That was a lot of Basculin that just went in there. There's our prize, Basculegion. Let's see. Back up with the Lumineon. Just short of a spit innocently. There's the Giratina. So it's probably just Lost Box Tina. Pretty standard deck. Might go into an Abyss Seeker. Which is fine. So we'll attach there. Could have probably been a better choice to use it on the concealed cards, but we'll live. We're gonna big sand cannon and hope it just takes a knockout right now. And it does not. C'est la vie. I think as long as we don't discard the Klara, it should be fine. We do only have one more Basculin in the deck, which is like not my favorite thing, but what can you do? Ideally, I think this turn, like this coming turn, we'll be able to just conceal cards, and then we can hopefully get our last Basculin there. A Klara would be nice as well. Now Giratina. Makes sense. Looks like he probably doesn't have the energy to retreat. So, he's got the switch card though. That's pretty good. There's his V-Star. Luckily, we are short of a knockout with that. There's that fighting energy. Concealed cards here. Irida. I'm going to grab that and also that. So we will put the Basculin on the bench. And then I'm going to Big Sand Cannon. We only need 2, so thankfully we get the 2. Another Silicobra, which is nice to have, always. Coming up with the Giratina V-Star. How much we got in the discard here? So 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 140, 160, 180, 200, 220. So if he knocks this out, we can just take a knockout with the Basculin, which would be neat. Or we can just win, so Sandaconda. Sandaconda is real. Really good. Yeah. This deck is so silly. It works surprisingly well, actually. So feel free to give it a try for yourself. We'll go to the outro now. The list will be in the description, so if you want to try this out, I mean, you also saw it in the overview, but it'll all be there. You can try it out yourself, so yeah. See ya. Alright guys, so that was Sandaconda Basculegion. I hope you enjoyed. Feel free to comment down below what you think. Feel free to subscribe, it helps us out a ton. I've mentioned it before, but the growth on this channel has been absurd. It's great. I'm so grateful for everybody who watches this all the time. It's insane. So yeah. Stay tuned for our next video. We should be doing GLC next week. For real. So look forward to that. I have some bigger stuff planned in the future. So stay tuned for that as well. Yeah, thanks for watching. See you next time.